the world-famous Pike Place Market. Of all the major sites in Seattle on our list, this is the one I was most excited to visit. The Pike Place Market dates from 1907, and it's one of the largest and oldest markets in the US. Hundreds of farmers, artisans, chefs, craftspeople, and small businesses are all located within the sprawling 9-acre historic district. Located right under the iconic Public Market Center sign is one of the most recognizable stalls in the entire market, the Pike Place Fish Co. They've been a Seattle institution since 1930, serving some of the finest, freshest seafood around. But what they're most famous for is their fish throwing skills. These guys can sling a salmon, toss a trout or lava cod 20 feet without losing a single slippery scale. And I don't know about you, but I feel like fish just tastes better after it's flown through the air multiple times into the hands of a Seattle fishmonger.
Listen up. What do we get?
Are you gonna eat this now or later?
Yeah, right now.
Right now?
Determined not to leave this place empty-handed, Ben asked one of the fishmongers what would be good for us to try right there in the market. We settled on some king crab legs. After it was weighed, they split it open for us and handed it over. We snapped a few quick pics with our crustaceous snack, and then we dug in, and I gotta tell you, after all my years of eating crab legs, I have never had better or fresher. It was a symphony for the taste buds, delicate, salty, and packed full of flavor. My mouth is watering literally just thinking about it. Making our way past the famous fish flingers, we hang a left and find ourselves in a quiet pocket of the market known as the Pike Place Urban Garden. This is a beautiful 2,000 square foot vegetable and herb garden right in the heart of the market. After putting our temporary stamp on the place in chalk, we took a load off and enjoyed a relaxing few minutes in the sunshine. The garden is run entirely by volunteers, and all produce grown is donated to the Pike Market Senior Center and Food Bank. And not only is the garden itself beautiful, the patio provides commanding views of Elliott Bay, where you can catch a glimpse of ships lazily making their way through the water and capture a great view of the Seattle Great Wheel. Next time you're in the market, do yourself a favor. Take a break and find your way to the garden and see what's growing. After the urban garden, we spent about an hour just meandering through the market, drinking in the ambiance and immersing ourselves in the experience. The market is a feast for the senses. Sights, sounds, smells, and tastes culminate in an experience that is unforgettable. We walked through the many food stalls and shops, stopping to enjoy some of the freshest produce one can find anywhere. We strolled past colorful flower vendors, marveling at the rich, colorful hues in the bouquets. We then took a trip down the Lower Post Alley to explore the markets and shops on the lower levels, stopping, of course, to see the famous gum wall, which is a thing for some reason.
So I was just reading a little blurb that was saying that this down under area that we're in now is below the market pretty much, and it's kind of a couple floors, and there's like a preschool here now or something like that. But anyway, it used to be also filled with produce stands, and it was built because there was no more room upstairs and so many people wanted to sell. So there was like a dried beans place down here, a guy that dried beans.
Well, I saw like a
down
picture
here.
of a post office too or something.
Yeah,
They
you
post-
could mail letters and stuff like that.
And I wonder too, like how much, this used to be just a local place and how much now it's obviously very touristy.
Yeah.
But this is such a cool shop. This is so cool.
Back on the surface level, we roamed around some more. Vagabonds with no real plans in place, we soaked up what we could with our short amount of time. Eventually, we made our way further northwest on Pike Place, searching out the original location of what is now the world's largest coffee chain. You know the place. The place where your friend that wears a beret for some reason sits writing his screenplay, sipping on a $7 latte even though he can't afford a second pair of shoes. The place where your favorite fall-infused beverage started its pumpkin infancy. Yes, the one and only Starbucks started right here in Pike Place Market in 1971. Now by this point, the four of us had had enough coffee. We could have made James Bond's favorite drink just standing still. So we didn't opt to go in. But it was very cool just being in the presence of such caffeine greatness.